Hey everybody, welcome back. Spelunky 2. You know. You don't... I'm gonna eat that one. Yum yum. We don't have to talk about the last run. I wouldn't mind, but we don't have to talk about the last one. We don't have to talk about the last one. Spider? Bro. Bad. Okay. Bat sandwich. Here we go. Just gonna make a quick jump. Look at that. Pitcher's mitt. Could have gotten an extra gold bar out of it. So here's the thing. It's been 2 minutes since the last episode. Very good first floor in spite of the damage that I took. Lots of crates. Pitcher's mitt is actually pretty nice. And anytime, you know, you come off of a speed run, you want to just tell yourself, hey, relax a little bit. You can slow down. Having being fleet of foot in Spelunky 2 is an advantage. It is. Hold on. I want to use you as a bounce, if possible. It may not be possible. Dunky dunk, dunky d. Yeah, it's not gonna be possible, I think, unless... Okay, just give me a second. If this works, I'm probably one of the smartest people in... I don't know, I'd say probably, like, Earth's history. Although, now I'm like, he's gonna die. How am I gonna get the ghost pot out? Is the ghost pot worth the rope? Yes, it is. Okay. Still very good. Anyway, we want to go fast. Look, I could start talking, like, normal, if that would... that would make me more relatable, okay? We want to go fast, but not too fast. If you go too fast, it won't be litty. You don't want to YOLO, but you kind of want to, like, YODO. Like, you only live twice. That's not YODO. That's you only twice once. YODO! The heck is YODO? You only twice once, brother? Alright, so at least, you know, it's always nice when early on in a video you can give, you can give people a little laughter, you know what I mean? Most videos have, I would say, maybe 0 laughs. Most videos I make are a second monitor exclusive, i.e. Disney Plus. Thank you. That's not fair. Disney Plus, I actually think if you took, based on the proportion of the original programming, or the entire network offerings that are good, Disney Plus is probably, like, actually pretty close to the top. HBO Max and HBO, like, the app is complete garbage. No offense, HBO, but also, like, yes offense. Considering, you know, HBO's ask originally was like, we're the... premium home box office. The experience of going to the movies. Actually having to go to the movies. Yeah? Well, much like the movies is inconvenient. No, that's I don't know. I'm trying to make a dunk, but it wasn't a good dunk. It wasn't a dunky dunk. But I mean, between the Mandalorian, Don't Shoot the Messenger, but the cinematic version of the Hamilton musical. Please. Please. The climbers would really tie this run together. We should have got those instead of the pitcher's mitt. I got greedy there for sure. And also, like, all the Pixar stuff, I think, you know, it definitely, like, I'm not saying it's worth more to have a Disney Plus subscription than a Netflix subscription at all. All I'm saying is if you look at the proportion of their catalog that's actually worth watching, I think Disney Plus is there. Now, the proportion doesn't matter. The volume is probably what matters for people. But man, Disney Plus must have a lot of subscribers with everybody talking about The Mandalorian. Right? Right, guys? Right? You know what I mean? I mean, we subscribe to Disney Plus. They're giving it away, dude. Well, no, that's not true. But, like, I mean, let me put it this way. You probably would not buy a, like, $500 console to get a free 3-month trial to Disney Plus, but we definitely did get a little extra Disney Plus subscription sauce as a result of the Xbox One Series X. And then, secondarily, when Dan and I played Fortnite again, buying the Battle Pass, I think got us 2 months off of Disney Plus. Isn't that weird? Okay, that almost killed me. This is a good run. It's actually, like, a great run. And I'm, like, this might look like kind of a bogus start to this floor. There's actually, like, $7,500 worth of gold just chilling. That was awesome. So financially, I'm not that concerned. And the other reason is, that I'm not that concerned, I should say. The other reason for that is, like, we're actually kind of item stacked. Like, we have more items... Not to crap on Volcana. We have more items now, though, than you would have, like, at the end of the average Volcana run. Now, one of those items that you would have would be Vladimir's Cape, which is a pretty great one. So here's the thing. I want you to, like... I really don't want to have to waste bombs to go to the black market. So I am willing to let you walk in the other direction. It takes as long as it takes. I mean, let's be real, you know? Like, one of the things that would benefit me in Spelunky 2 is to have some more patience. I knew it was coming. We could have used spike shoes for sure, but 5 HP. Might as well take the ghost pot with us. Realistically, we're going to be probably leaving here around 25,000 gold. This is a good run. This one I got a good feeling about. I used to be a first run of the day Spelunky guy. You know, that was like, if you don't do it on your first couple of runs, you're probably toasted. Maybe now I'm a second video guy, you know? People change as they get older. Takes a little longer for the brain to get to, you know, maximum efficacy. Let's go. But it do get there. Like, if this was a drag race... I know this runs exactly counter to what I was talking about in the last episode. But, you know, I don't remember what I talked about last episode, so why should you? If this is a drag race, and you're like, you know, 20 right now, you got great acceleration. I would like to think that, you know, once we get an 1/8 of a mile off the starting line, maybe, and this is flattering myself, I will admit, but I would like to think that maybe my torque and, you know, I was gonna say price to earnings ratio. That's not what I mean. What am I trying to think of there? You know, pounds of foot torque, is that a thing? I would like to think that that starts to kick in, and maybe we could, you know, at least make it a photo finish at the finish line, but I can't guarantee that, I suppose. I'm giving you my 2C. Okay, careful. A little panic. An altar. Okay, so originally I was like Rip to Monty, but I'm built different. Now, Rip to Monty, I want to be built different. I want to be perfect starting now. You know, that built to spill? You every once in a while, I'll hit you with something. You're like, whoa, I didn't know NL was into dad music. I don't remember too many Built to Spill songs. This is, by the way, in case you're wondering, this is from the era where people made music with guitars instead of with synthesizers. And I'm not saying that it's worse with synthesizers. I love a good synthesizer. But in, like, the year 2003, if you were into indie music, all the indie music was like, go down out, wow, every 1,000 years, go down out, wow. You know, it was like weird guitar sounds. Now, if you're into indie music, it's always like, it's some 19-year-old kid with a, you know, like a, he's just making loops, and he's from Montreal. And honestly, I know you're like, okay, boomer. No, I think it's cool. You know, we didn't really have that kind of, like, distribution back in my day. Like, back in my day, we'd be like, oh, cool, techno. It's not techno, it's indie IDM. It's intelligent dance music. Not like other dance music. It's not intelligent. This is like indie dance music, or sorry, intellectual dance music with like references to Immanuel Kant. More like Immanuel. Whoa, you can't say that on television. Anyway, I didn't. I was gonna say Immanuel Ken, because I mean, like, he did. Anyway, he went blues. All right. Okay. Child of the Forest. Hello. I got just a little question for you, Child of the Forest. Why do you love to be in the worst spot of all time? Like hiding behind the moon challenge, where it's essentially, you know, let's not call it impossible, but let's call it annoying to get to you. Like, this is annoying, dude. I think we gotta do that. It's worth it, don't get me wrong. But it do be annoying, though? I still think we have to do it. By the way, many people have let me know I was led down a false path. You actually, and this is... Look, I'm gonna continue to believe that this is worth it, but mostly it was about proving a point. What was I saying? Oh, you can't just use any bow, apparently, in order to complete, like, that stage of the game. Apparently, it does have to be the bow from the Sun Challenge. So, I don't know how I got under the impression that it could be any bow. That was very, very sloppy. I was gonna say, if the exit is right here, we do have the clover. I think we should try to get the 10 Gs. I don't mind that. You kind of expect it with spring shoes, honestly. Just be cool. That was pretty easy, actually. So yes, you cannot simply, you know, take that crossbow, for example. At least that's what I was just told, okay? If that's incorrect, I apologize again, but... Alright, always, for sure, kind of annoying. Just wanted to see what's going on over here. To try to take the idol, thank you, and the bow simultaneously. But if you can get them both, you know, they pay dividends. So I would say there's like a, if we haven't missed the black market already, which is always a frightening possibility, there's a 50% chance it'll be this floor, and a 50% chance it'll be next floor. Good. You never know when those guys are gonna hit you into a man-eater, so you just wanna chill. Okay, so there's we've gotten our original bomb investment back, I think. I hope. Man-eaters, dude. We don't like them. Why did every game has a man-eater now? Demon Souls has man-eaters. Spelunky has man-eaters. Rock Band has man-eaters. Really? Rock Band has man-eaters? Yeah, they only come out at night. The lean and hungry type. Watching and waiting. I don't remember the rest of the... I mean, I listen to Hall & Oates a lot, but... He's looking for you, but her eyes are on the door. What I do know is that so many have paid to see what you think you're getting for free. Okay, Monty, you shouldn't be here. Oh my. I didn't hear a squish. I know there's a man-eater over there too, so we gotta be mighty cautious. I hate this game! Oh, Spelunky. Don't you know that I'm an established member of the gaming press and we're close to Game of the Year deliberations? The fact that you would do this to me is, I don't know. I'm just saying, be careful. You ever get so mad, like you instantly get a headache? No, I'm stupid. Okay. Because that's what just happened right there. I was having a great time. We were talking about Hall & Oates, my favorite subject. I will take a lot of the blame for that. I mean, obviously we jumped into a bear trap. Let me caffeinate here. We jumped into a bear trap at the end of the day, right? I can't really be like, you know, it's not my fault. This is just bad movement as well. But the real problem for me was not jumping into the... The real problem for me is not that I jumped into the bear trap. It's probably that I tried to get absolutely everything on the floor. Left myself in a bit of a rush. And then, I mean, the rest is history, right? Well, thank God I did not... Oh my God, dude, please, please. I mean, it's my own fault, but... Like, it's rough here. I'm burning through so many resources. Obviously, I want to get Monty onto the altar. I'm questioning whether or not I have the rope base to do it. How about this? Here's one a little bit more. It'll establish some indie cred. Rope base. You know, I just don't like this run right now. We're gonna hit a restart on that. What was that? That was Peace Bone by Animal Collective. Boneface. Okay, he's lost it. I have not lost it. It's like 10:40 a.m. All right, I've lost it a little. It's 10:52, but I got a long day ahead of me here to recover. And we're still so early. Like, this is still early Spelunky hours here. Plenty of time to sort this one out. Plenty of time to come out on top. So I do have to illuminate something for you. Hello, Tomo. My mom's been using a lot more emojis lately. I used to be anti-emoji, but I honestly think it's like one of those things that you gotta recognize as like a sign of the times. People will like unironically send their friends memes, but if their friend replied with an emoji, they would be like, that's cringe. Emojis are, I actually like emojis. I mean, I don't send too many of them, but I get them now. I used to think like, oh, back in my day, people used their words. I mean, like when we said LOL, you know we meant we were LOLing. Well, no, not really. If somebody sent you LOL, they were like, that's amusing. If someone sent ha, you'd be like, okay, sorry, I didn't realize. Tough crowd today. If somebody sent you ha, and then a space, and then ha, and then a space, and then another ha, like, honestly, you were about to throw down. You were about to have words. I don't think we want the power pack. I think we need to get back to, you know, our old school gameplay. We're not gonna get the Torquies, and that's okay. Absolutely, it's an incredible bomb here. But so I've been looking through like the emoji keyboard a little bit more. There's a lot of emojis that I think are like really good. I'll tell you, like, you know, people use joy all the time, ironically or unironically. That's the one that's crying, laughing. People use like poop. They're using like the baby emojis a little. Rocket ships, of course, depending on what subreddit I'm on. My favorite emoji is actually shrug. I think shrug is an example of the emoji actually just being like superior to text. Like rather than type asterisk shrug asterisk, that one little emoji, it does the talking for you, you know? I support it. This is a good cache of items here. It's a solid position. I lost confidence. I was like, I can do this, and then when I got on the thing, I was like, what am I doing? Anyway, the platform, not the thing. But there's a lot of emojis, like, I really don't understand. Like, I'll give you two of them right off the... I mean, there's some that are just, like, insane. Like, the one... There's emojis that have, like, arrows that go, like, back on top. Like, who's using, like, the... Who's using the on emoji? Doesn't make any sense to me. Unless there's some kind of, like, ironic usage of it that I'm missing. Hold on. 30 grand. We love that. You know what? Parachute's cheap. We always want to go deep on that. And we need to blow this up, otherwise we're going to anger the shopkeeper. But one of the emojis that I don't understand is the police station emoji. Don't get me wrong. You know, there's a lot of emojis based on, you know, civic locations. Hospital is maybe the most obvious analog, right? I kind of get the hospital and the hospital emoji. In the sense, like, I mean, in my head, I'm kind of constructing this universe where, like, you know, I get a text from my mom that's like, sorry, your dad's in the hospital, and then she sends the hospital emoji to kind of, like, lighten the mood. I kind of at least get it. The police station one, I really don't understand. Like, you're gonna be like, I got arrested, and then hit him with the police station emoji. It just, I don't buy it. Hey, but you know what? This, you might have thought this bit was going nowhere. You'd absolutely be correct. However, now it's created a better bit in my head. And that's how, you know how, like, there's the trope of, whenever someone gets arrested in, like, a TV show or a movie, they're always like, I want my phone call. That's the Joker, in case you haven't heard of him. How about millennial jail? The bit, it probably would have been better a few years ago, because the Zoomers are kind of taking over that millennial, like they're the generation that's more, like, in the spotlight right now. I think. Millennials are kind of just like, you know... Just give this guy a second. We've had enough. We're going to take it. Yes! We're still gonna take it. Be done, please. Thank you. Don't do it. Thank you. Do we need Monty as much as we need gold? Oh, we're gonna go to Volcano this time, so let's take Monty. Then why did I try to get him to go to the black market? Great question. Because I was on this bit, dude. I was riding the wave. But yes, millennial jail. I need my text. That's what it is. I just want my text. Hey, when do I get my one text, you know? Look, the bit that seems like it doesn't make sense now, but here's the thing. Here's how I envision it playing out, alright? And you might say it's not funny, but you have to be more specific than that, because most sketches on sketch comedy programs are not funny. So is it like 0 out of 10, or is it like a 4? Because if it's a 4, I could pitch it, okay? I don't know how to pitch it, but maybe I could get Dan to pitch it for me. So it's millennial jail, and I imagine the sketch being, like, you know, 4 minutes long. Not too long. I don't want to overstay his welcome. First minute, you know, you set the stage. You got arrested for something. And, you know, you can pepper some jokes in there, like, you know, like what you got arrested for could be humorous. We can, you know, just pencil that in later. But anyway, how the bit develops is more important. How does the bit develop? It's very simple. I'm glad you asked. After asking for so long for their text, I want my text, they text their friend, and they say, in jail, LOL, where you at? Or something like that. Like, they don't send a text that's like, come pick me up. They send a text that's like, you know, it's funny like that. I'm telling you, is a nice little bit to finish it off. I think it could work. Okay. Ooh, that means we don't need the... I mean, it's not the most useful item in the game, but it means we don't need the key from down there, which is good, because, like, it kind of sucks right there. Plus, of course, we're now closer to becoming, you know, Kapala rich, which is very good when you're also going to the black market. Or, I mean, Vladimir's cape. I think that joke could work, you know? Again, it's too easy to just be like, it's not funny. You gotta tell me how unfunny it is. How unfunny is it? It's so unfunny. Mad TV said, this isn't good enough for us. Boo. Sorry, I'm trying to delete it. Okay, so this is dumb. Like, why would I do this? Well, because I want the money, dude. It's about the money! That was a perfect explosion. I care not for the secret room. Genuinely. Usually secret rooms in this game tend to be about as good as they are in Isaac, which is not good at all. Now, she is going to be upset here pretty soon, I think, but that's fine. She's not going to be upset with us. I can't believe we've had, like, 2 videos now. We haven't even, like, sniffed Olmec. Definitely work on the phrasing there, but... Yeah, millennial prison. I always wonder, like... So, I historically have watched some shows about jail. You know, I'm, like... non-criminal. Like, I don't mean to be rude about it, but, like, you know, I haven't been involved in the seedier aspects of life, right? So it's kind of like, it's interesting to me. Like, in the same way, like, Breaking Bad is a good show, but I think there's also, like, whoa, what's going on this side of the world, you know? That I've never experienced before. New Mexico, crazy. But I watch them, like, out of curiosity, right? And I'm always like, sometimes people get arrested, they end up in, like, the county jail, and then they just pick up the phone and phone somebody that they know. And I'm like, how? Like, I'm such a millennial, like, I'm so used to having my cellular telephone that when people, like, sometimes, you know, you go to a store and they're like, hey, do you collect points? And you give them your phone number, because that's how they, like, that's the primary key they use for your account. I have to think for a second to remember my own phone number. Not for, like, a long time, but for a little bit, I gotta be like, oh, right, that's it. You know, you gotta, like, slip into the pattern, if that makes sense. This is huge, by the way. I think that turkey's getting crushed. I'm coming out here. I'm not comfortable. I'll use as many ropes as has to be done in order to make this happen. But the idea that I would, like, get arrested and be like, hold on. Like, they give you your phone call, and then they're like, you know, let me call my friend. And I'm like, you know your friend's phone number? I barely know my own phone number and my wife's phone number at this point in my life. It's weird, but, like, I'm sure this is somewhat relatable. That was not good, obviously. The only phone numbers I actually, like, remember at this point in my life are, like, my childhood best friend's phone number from when, you know, the pre-cellular era. Couple explosions in there, obviously. Like, I'm not gonna say it, of course, but I remember, because I think his parents still live at the place, but, I remember my childhood best friend's phone number. Surprisingly little lava here. And that's it, because, you know, you called that all the time when you were younger. In the pre-cellular era. Or maybe you'd have it, like, written down. I feel like they should give millennials a text. I don't want a phone call. Dude, there's another way you could play the millennial jail bit. Alright, it's time for your phone call. Ooh, I'm not really much of, like, a phone person. I'm more of like a I am, you know, Slack. Like, could I send one Slack message or something like that? Could I send a Twitch whisper? I'm not saying the jokes would really work. I'm just saying I like them. Okay, so we just send him to the Shadow Realm. Again, not every joke. I mean, like, look, we came up with this in like 4 seconds, okay? We can punch it up later. I think Millennial Jail could be an okay segment. Thank you. And there's one, you know as well as I do, there's one very simple rule with Van Horsing that I learned from the best. You give him his arrow back. If you don't give him his arrow back, then what is there to separate us from the beasts? Okay, we do want Monty. I'm not gonna blow you up. That's, oh, get out of here. Did you see the speed? I can't believe we're actually having like an okay run. I also can't believe I completely ignored the clover. That's so good. Okay, hold on. I don't like hired help here. Like, I want this blood. I also want to drop Monty off, but I want hired help to just like frick off. You can take the dog to the exit if you want. That's fine. Don't screw this up for me, okay? Please. Oh my god. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why? Lisa! Oh, we don't have gloves, dude. We got 100 grand, no gloves. 50K for a verse, no album out. And my pockets so tall that my Barbie's gotta climb them. Sorry. Yes, Queen Nikki. Sorry, Monty. Oh, no. Whoopsie. Alright, dude, it's Olmec, Poggy. We did something. Yahoo. Yahoo. You remember that? Woohoo. Woohoo. I don't know what I'm talking about. I apologize. Okay, hit every button on the controller at once there. My mistake. Look at that. Don't know if we already had one. Worth it nonetheless in some ways. In all ways but the literal. So here's the thing, like, Monty, I'm just gonna be straight up with you. I forgot the bow. How long ago did I forget the bow? I was like, I think I'm forgetting something. And then I was like, right, Monty. F. But, you know, that doesn't mean we can't still have a good run. Let's be honest. Maybe any bow can work? Even though I just said it obviously can't. Alright. Start dropping them. You will live in our memory. Don't throw. There's a temptation to throw. Because of, like, you know, the fact that we lost the arrow. Or the bow. I don't know, can you just throw the light arrow at Hundun? Do you have to shoot it, or can you just, like, hit it with a high yeet? Either way, this could still be a good run. Monka? Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I think I speak for everybody when I say that the defendant's testimony was highly Monka-esque. Okay, now another bit for you. It's the Southern lawyer who learned the art of the law from Twitch chat. Now, the defendant thinks he can debate you with a 4-head maneuver. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I think you have a 5-head. I think you are too smart to fall for his kappa. Again, this is one we'd have to we'd spend a little time punching it up. You know, like, comedy is in many ways it's a craft. You know, it's not an art. It's a craft. Holy craft! I'll see you next time.